Thinking about staying at one of Disney's all-star resorts? Are these good hotels for your Orlando holiday? I'm going to tell you the 3 things you need to know about all-stars before you book. Disney World can be a really expensive place to visit. For most families, it's about finding that balance between a great experience and not giving their wallets a heart attack. So today we're checking out Disney World's most budget-friendly hotels, the 3 all-stars resorts, music, movies and sports. Let's see if saving some cash means you have to skimp on quality too. So should you get booking or keep on looking?
My name's Martin, I'm a former Disney cast member and now I help people like you have better holidays to Orlando.
Last year we helped over 12,428 happy holidaymakers visit the Sunshine State, so we know what we're talking about when it comes to all things Orlando. Alright, so here's the deal. Are these places actually cheap in a bad way, or do they end up being better than you thought? The All-Star Music, All-Star Sports and All-Star Movies are all next to each other and fall under the Value Resort category at Disney World. Basically, they're the most budget-friendly options, so don't expect anything super fancy. You're getting what you pay for with basic amenities compared to the swankier places, yeah. But the vibe at the All-Stars is a blast. Sure, some people might think the giant decorations and over-the-top themes are a bit cheesy, but honestly, kids are going to love them. Each of the resorts are basically laid out the same, with the reception shop and food court in one building leading out to the main pool. Then there are themed areas on either side. All-Star Movies put you into the world of Disney's classic flicks. It's not as in-depth or up-to-date as Disney's Art of Animation Resort, but it's definitely in the same vibe. Some of the movies here might be a bit of a mystery to the kids. You'll see characters from The Love Bug, The Mighty Ducks, Fantasia, 101 Dalmatians, and Toy Story. Sure, the kids know Toy Story and maybe 101 Dalmatians, but they probably won't have a clue about The Mighty Ducks. And that section isn't far from All-Star Sports, so it's kind of hard to know where one starts and one ends. All-Star Music showcases different music styles at each of its guest buildings. Want to know what's jamming? You can choose from some cool xylophones and bongos over at Calypso, or get into the groove with saxophones and drum sets at the jazz spot, plus rock out with electric guitars. Then over in the Broadway area, you'll get a taste of New York City with signs for classic Disney shows like Mary Poppins, The Lion King and Newsies Groovy. All-Star Sports celebrates the fun of playing and watching sports, or mainly American sports to be honest. There's American football, tennis at Center Court, and baseball at the Home Run Hotel. You can also catch some surfing at the Surf's Up spot and shoot some hoops at the Hoops Hotel. Let's check out the rooms, as these are the entry-level Disney hotels. The rooms are smaller than in moderate and above hotels. Standard rooms have 2 queen-size beds. To give you a bit of extra space, one of those beds is a pull down from the wall. This means you'll have more space when everyone is awake and great for the kids. It also turns into a table, which is handy for snacks or late night pizza, so that means no crumbs or spilt drinks over the bedding. They've got a split bathroom set up so the sink and the mirror are separate from the shower and toilet. Is super handy when a bunch of people are getting ready at once. Plus, there's a sliding door that gives you a bit more privacy between the bathroom and the bedroom, which is great for a small space. Oh, and there's a mini fridge and a coffee maker so you can kickstart your morning with some Joffrey's coffee. Most of the rooms have now been refurbished to be more of a modern and fresh style. Preferred rooms are a bit more expensive because they'll put you closer to all of the hotel's amenities, like the lobby, restaurant, main pool, and bus stops. It's worth looking at the price difference between a preferred room here and a standard at Pop Century or Art of Animation, which have the Skyliner. This whisks you quickly to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot. At All-Star Music, you'll find the family suites in the Calypso and Jazz areas. They can fit up to 6 people and come with a master bedroom, a living room that doubles as a sleeping area, a kitchenette, and not 1 but 2 full bathrooms. Yep, you heard that right. They've got 3 queen beds with 2 of them folding down from the wall. These suites offer a lot more than a regular room, but sometimes it might even be cheaper to book 2 standard rooms instead of 1 family suite. If you're traveling with younger kids, you might want to go for one of the suites. If you get 2 rooms, there's no guarantee you'll be next to each other. We do contact Disney before you arrive, and 99% of the time you'll be next to each other, but they won't ever guarantee this up front. These are also usually cheaper than the similar sized suites over at Art of Animation too. The difference in price comes down to having the Skyliner, and the theming is more in demand. Kids love The Lion King, but not so much jazz. the rooms at the All-Stars are all about having the bare necessities whilst being within the Disney bubble. If you're like me and spending most of your day at the parks and just need a place to sleep, then All-Stars is perfect for you. Stay tuned to find out all about the pools, food and more at Disney's All-Star Resorts.
You're wasting your time if you book your Orlando holiday anywhere else. Literally. Wait, what? Why does it matter where you book your trip to Walt Disney World? On average, people who book with us do 5 more rides and queue less every single day. So if you're in Orlando for 2 weeks, that's 70 more things you could do. We love helping people like you do more in Orlando, or do more Orlando as we like to call it. So how does it work? You'll have a few calls with your Orlando guru. It's our job to find out everything you want to do and make some suggestions. Your guru takes around 9 hours to put together your personal park planner. This is your key to doing more Orlando. Along with tons of tips, we use cutting-edge tech to help you navigate the parks. And forget about reading all those restaurant reviews. Disney World alone has over 205 places to eat, and you'll find all the best ones for you in your planner. And don't worry, it's not some complex military-style plan. It's super easy to follow. Plus, it saves you watching hundreds of hours of YouTube videos or asking questions on Facebook just to get confusing and conflicting information. We're the Orlando gurus, so you don't have to be. Normally, our personal park planners cost £248, but when you book with us, you'll get this for free. Queue less and do more Orlando. Click the link in the description to find out more.
The All-Star hotels are in the Animal Kingdom resort area, but don't get too excited. They're not right next to the park. You won't be able to peek at the wildlife like you can from Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Epcot and Hollywood Studios are only about a 10-minute bus ride away. Magic Kingdom is a bit further, taking around 15 minutes, but that doesn't count the time you'll spend waiting for the bus. Remember, there is only one bus stop at each hotel. If you're in one of the rooms furthest away from the main building, allow an extra 15 minutes to get to the bus stop. You can check the times for the next bus on the My Disney Experience app too. Each of the 3 resorts has just under 2,000 rooms, so that can be a lot of people trying to get back after the fireworks are finished. Another thing to keep in mind is that these resorts are popular with big groups like school trips, sports teams and cheerleaders, so you could be stuck on a bus with a group of overly excited kids. When you have your first chat with one of our team, we'll let you know if there's a hotel to avoid at certain times when the big groups are there. When it comes to food, each hotel has one quick service and the pool bar. The food courts have different stations serving up a mix of stuff that changes throughout the day for breakfast, lunch and dinner. You'll find things like breakfast sandwiches and platters, pizza, pasta, burgers, salads, roasted turkey, plus a grab-and-go area for snacks, drinks and desserts. Remember, you don't have to eat here just because you're staying here. You can eat at any of the Disney hotel restaurants too. If you're on the dining plan, you'll be able to use your refillable mug at the food court and pool. If you're just in the mood for a drink, the pool bar at these resorts have got you covered with all the usual poolside cocktails and drinks. A lot of people pick a value resort instead of the moderates, mainly because they want to spend more cash and time in the parks rather than at the hotel. Sure, the All-Stars have some fun decor, but they're not exactly buzzing with activities all day long. That said, there's still stuff going on. Each All-Star resort has movies under the stars where you can catch a different Disney flick for free every night. It's a cool way to chill out at the end of the day. Each resort has a playground, arcade and kiddie pool. Each resort has its main theme pool and a few smaller ones. Kids will probably love the main pool more than the smaller ones. Like with all Disney and selected partner hotels, you get to enter the theme parks 30 minutes early. That means you can hit the rides before the crowds come in.
But that's not the only way to hit up more rides. Did you know that families that book their holidays with us do on average 5 more rides every day compared to those that book online? So over a 2-week holiday, you could do 70 more rides and shows. Do more in Orlando, or do more Lando as we like to call it. Want to know how? Just use the link in the show notes below.
I don't usually recommend hiring a car for your trip, but if you need one for a trip to the Space Center or to explore the area, you get free overnight parking at your hotel and at the parks. Stick around until the end and I'll share with you the very best and worst times to visit Walt Disney World. Let's talk money. Most of the time, the All-Stars hotels are the same price, but every so often, due to demand, one might be cheaper than the other. If you don't really mind about the theming, then go with the cheapest. These are the cheapest Disney hotels, but there are a few partner hotels that are on site. They have the same early theme park entry and regular shuttle buses that are either cheaper or give you more bang for your buck. Get in touch to find out more about these hotels. So should you get booking or keep on looking, is a stay at one of Disney's all-star resorts going to be the best for you, or should you stay elsewhere? If you want to save money and not overly fussed on the theming, then picking one of the all-stars hotels is for you. These will almost always be a good few £100 cheaper than Pop Century or Art of Animation. Those hotels are more thanks to the Skyliner that takes you to the studios and Epcot. But if you have younger kids, you'll probably be spending more time at Magic and Animal Kingdom. Think of it this way, the less you're paying for your hotel, the longer you can stay. You get the same early theme park entry as those people staying at any other Disney hotel. If you're a larger family, then one of those family suites at All-Star Music is a good shout. If you're going to use the water parks more than your hotel pool, then again, this is a great hotel. The pools here are quite basic, but you're not too far away from the water parks. If they're all the same price, either go for the theme you like the look of, or All-Star Sports is the first in the row of 3, so marginally quicker to get to the parks. If one's cheaper than the others, go for that. So who is this not a great hotel for? If you're looking for luxury, then this isn't the hotel for you. Consider upgrading to the Gran Destino Tower at Coronado Springs or Animal Kingdom Lodge. If you want to be really close to the parks too here, you'll need to take a bus everywhere. Fellow Value Resorts Pop Century and Art of Animation have the Skyliner. This makes it really easy to pop back to the hotel from the studios or Epcot for a nap or some pool time. That can be a massive plus for families with toddlers. The buses are fine, but if you just miss one leaving Epcot, you won't be back in your room for at least 30 minutes. Overall, these are the cheapest hotels at Disney, giving you early theme park entry and free transport around the resort. It may not be the fanciest of places to stay, but for someone like me who spends all day in the parks, it's all you might need. This next part is so crucial, I've made a whole video about it. When you go to Disney World is even more important than where you stay, so click here to watch it next and make sure you don't go to Orlando at the wrong time.